Stella in Harper Valley PTA as a single parent, there was a time in your life when you were a single parent after you and Michael and Sarah divorced. Do you find that you carry over some of those thoughts and experiences from that time into the series?
Not really, Bobbie, because I was a single parent, but Matthew has a father who was very, very important to him and to me and to his upbringing. So it wasn't as though I was all alone. Estella's all alone. She has to make her living. And that's why she went back to Harper Valley. She brought her daughter back there with all those crazies, you know, to raise her, because that was her hometown.
Are you a person who likes to go back in time? In other words, do you like to go visit houses you used to live in and places where you grew up?
Oh, I love it. Oh, yes. My goodness. I do that when I go back to San Francisco. Aha.
What
and
does
I
that do
remember
for you?
vividly. I would love to go back to El Paso, for instance. I lived there with my grandparents, you know, for a time. I would love to see that house on Upson Avenue, I remember. Isn't that funny? I was 3 years old, but I remember.
Barbara Eden is married to Charles Fagert, an executive vice president with the Chicago Sun-Times.
You're working now in the series. This is very demanding. You're having long, arduous hours now trying to catch up after the strike.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't your home basically in Chicago?
Yes.
Tell me about
yes, it is. Well, we fly a lot. I talked to Chuck this morning. He said it's 5 degrees in Chicago, so he's going to stay in bed all day. and we talk on the phone.
And Matthew is in Chicago, or where?
Matthew's living with his daddy now.
Uh-huh.
And he's here. Well, actually, he's with me on the weekends. So I left Matthew with my mother, Matthew and his girlfriend, at my house this morning.
This thing about your career and the possibility of your being separated at times, did you and your husband thrash all that out before you were married?
Well, I think you always think you have things thrashed out before you get married, and life just isn't like that. So we work on everything as it comes along. We do the best we can, that's all.
Was your husband eager for you to do the series?
No, I don't think he was, but he's very happy that I'm doing it now.
Barbara, did you miss working in a series?
Well, I didn't know I had until I started it again, but I like doing a series. I like having the feeling of working with a family of people and actors and crew and the regularity. Even though it's long hours, I like it.